G'day traders, Mindset Reset, Tuesday, day 2 on the front side of a week. Today we'll talk about the mindset and behavior of a trader and the challenges obviously that trading can bring to an individual. The only controllable factor we have in an uncontrollable environment is managing ourselves. You know, I talk about 1% better every single day. Mastery is a journey, a never-ending journey of constant progress. So one of the things that's important for traders to understand is that traders we're all across a huge span of our experience, our abilities, our skill set, the way that we trade. I talked yesterday about how certain traders within this community are very, very exceptional skilled, but not everybody trades exactly the same. They all have their setups that they hunt. And I'll talk about that. Marvelous sent me a video, and he has binders full of his screenshots, inside day templates. He's got breakout templates. He's got everything in plastic binder sheets because he's organized and he's prepared. And being prepared is 90% of it. Once you have an edge in the market, I talk about managing yourself. Stephen talks about this all the time, not doing anything stupid to destroy your good results. But your daily routine, your daily process, the 7-step daily routine for high performance traders is a routine that I build around continuously. It's become just part of my daily life. The same routines every day: affirmations, self-talk, visualization, having your muscle memory built not only with your trading templates, but how you want your life to be, how you want your health to be, how you want your environment to be, your work environment, your family environment, your home environment. Regardless of where we're at in the world, wherever you live, you have to be able to see it first to believe it. And what I mean by that is having a visual image of every single thing that you want to be happening. And the idea behind that is that, just like trading, if you are taking trades or you're learning or you're struggling to get to that next level, we want to scale things up to the next level. There's going to be a challenge at every single level that you get to. You break to one new level, you're going to have new challenges. You're going to break through that level, you're going to have new challenges. And so 1% better every single day is about inching forward continuously in the direction of where you have your vision. That vision is aligning you with where you are going forward to. We talked repetitively, like the whole idea behind rinse and repeat is trading the same setups, seeing the same setups over and over again with subtle variations, any instrument, and executing. I talk about pump and dump because pump and dump is what I see and recognize the easiest. And I resonate with those setups the best, whether they're over a longer time frame, a weekly template, whether they're over a 3-session template. Now, as an individual discretionary trader, we wear all the hats. I talk about you need to be the office manager, you're the risk manager, you're the trader. So you have to constantly be in the headspace of being able to protect yourself at all times, as well as being willing to execute a best playbook trade setup. Maintaining your performance is having a routine that helps not only keep you regimented, prepared, so you've got your watch list that you're going through each night or in the morning to filter out. Maybe you're just looking at a few indexes, a few currencies, or maybe metal, oil, and the indexes. But you've got your routine and your process for identifying what your best candidate is going to be on the day for the setup that you're hunting, whether it's, pump and dump, dump and pump. When it all boils down to it, that's what they culminate in. Show me any chart that gives you a really good trade, and it's going to be one or the other. But the big thing is maintaining a routine. So every professional athlete, any high performer in any skill, high performing skill, has a routine that they prepare for, whether it's a pre-game ritual the night before, the day of a surgery, before they go to court, when they're preparing a work site, whatever it is. The best of the best always have a routine to make sure everything is in place to ensure that they get the best result on that day when they go to perform in live time. And most of that comes from practice and repetition, which is why it's important to be focusing on templates that you've mastered that you easily recognize, whether it's a trend trade, a pump and dump trend trade, a pump and dump reversal, a dump and pump trend trade, a dump and pump reversal. Refining your skill. So if you really hone in, and I talk about Stephen all the time, and Stephen is generous enough to be a regular contributor in commentary, offering you his insights. And let me assure you that Stephen's approach is very simple, to the point, so that he, as he will tell you, cannot screw it up. And what that means is this: he's got it peeled back so simple that he knows he needs to show up at 10, and he's only looking for certain setups after markets break out in most cases. So a market could be in breakout. We saw that yesterday with the NASDAQ. It broke out again on the day from the third hour and reversed. A vertical move. Done. The trade is over that fast. That's the trade. Stephen shuts it down and walks away and gets on with his day. Day 2 comes back. Wham. Nails the NASDAQ after 10 a.m. because he trades reversals not until 10 a.m. after they break out. He also made a really great point today, answering a question for a trader, in that just because you could take a loss, but you executed your trade properly, your setup, when your setup presented, you executed that trade properly and you took a loss, that doesn't mean that's a bad thing. Your setup presented, you managed your risk, you hit the trade, and the trade played out. That is trading. Now, ideally, as I've joked about in the past, you know, some traders, I've told them, I said, I've forced myself to stop taking losing trades. And what that means is that you stop taking random impulsive trades, and you're only trading the rinse and repeat setup. So markets that go 3 levels and break down and coil, or break out and coil for 3 sessions inside of the universal EMA, if you understand what that is, that's aligning all time frames. That's all that is. I'm not trading a crossover of EMAs. It's after the setup has presented right into the timing window and we get a coil, just like we saw in the Dow this morning, just like we saw on oil this morning, just like we saw in the US yen cross pairs in the third hour in markets that had already broken down and pumped up. They've already ridden 3 levels, broke down and pumped up. The low-hanging fruit continuation trade. That's driven by all time frames. So the reason I used the universal EMA was to have a general blanket approach for traders to use as a filter. The traders who are executing rinse and repeat setups probably don't even need anything on their screen. They already know, they can see, and they understand the time of day. The time of day. So as with Stephen, he doesn't trade until 10 a.m. and after. Now that's pretty simple. So that doesn't mean that he misses anything. Oh, the Dow was a great trade at 9:30. It's not Stephen's setup. Do you understand? That's not his setup. I thought this one moved. I thought the NASDAQ moved so much cleaner than the S&P. Yeah, but was the S&P your setup? It doesn't matter what you think is clean. What was your setup? So the mindset of the trader is so critical, because you're going to constantly be wanting to trade something because it's over here and over there, unless that's my setup. That's my setup that I trade right there. Now, some traders will disagree with that because they want to trade markets. They're expert traders, which is fine. You can do that. I'm not smart enough to do that, and I know from experience and scar tissue that I make money on the setups and the days that it's really easy to make money on. And so I forced myself to stop taking other 50-50 trades, which took a long time. It took a long time for me to learn how to manage myself better, to not be at the screen all day long looking for science experiments. It took me a long time to realize I don't have to figure out what the market's going to do today. I just need to find my setup. And that removes so much stress and anxiety and emotion out of your trading, because I know I make money on the setups where it's really easy to make money on, especially the scalable setups that rinse and repeat. And then when you hit one of those and you realize how easy that is, you realize why it's not even worth an ounce of your energy trying to trade something and figure it out. Is my setup there or not? You will last a lot longer over time and grow your trading business a lot more consistently if you focus on setups that rinse and repeat and master executing them in live time. Going to the screen each day and trying to figure out that and this and where that's going to be, and and doing this and that and zigging and zagging and counting pushes and blocks and putting fibs all over the place and all that. So I'm not knocking that. What I'm trying to create an understanding for is, do you realize how random that is? How inconsistent that approach is? Random and inconsistent. I want specific, rinse and repeat. Simple. It's so simple that even I can't screw it up. That's what I'm trying to do every single day, is the same thing. Which one has the setup that looks like the same thing? And if I've got 5-star, 3-star, 2-star, my 2-star is my 3-session. That's it. 3-session pump and dump. That's it. That's as simple as it gets. 5 stars when we get a monkey hammer. And that's all in because it's not coming back. And it's going to wipe out the week. You'll probably get one of those at least once or twice a month. But isn't that worth it? Isn't that worth it? Sitting on your hands instead of taking a bad day where you get involved in a science project that ends up destroying your account or damaging your account and your psychological capital. My thought process. I'm simple. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And the great thing about that is that it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It doesn't change anything. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Do the same thing every single day. Find out where it gets you. If you find those setups every single day that it's easy to make money on, who's going to stop you? The only person that can stop you is looking at you in the mirror, because it's always the behavior of the trader. Whether you shouldn't have traded on a day that you did because your setup wasn't there, or maybe you weren't at your best, or maybe you were a little overconfident, you over-leveraged, you got in too soon, you didn't take profits when you should have, you're on the front side, you didn't nail and bail, you held on to it, it came back and stopped you out at break even. Little things where it's so easy, such a subtle little decision in moments that can change the outcome of the day, which is why it's important every single day to have a routine, rituals, and process that makes sure you are not only at your best when you start your day, but making sure that you end at your best when you shut it down and walk away to enjoy the rest of your day. So, have a great day, traders. Tomorrow's Wednesday, the midpoint range of the week. We have CPI, and I won't be surprised if a lot of people tell me today, I'll see you Thursday. Have a great day, and may the markets go with you.